What's going on, everyone? Last week I ended up doing a video covering the best mods that you could utilize within your FM24 saves, kind of highlighting a bunch of the great work that the FM community does. And today we're doing the same thing again, except we are covering the best skins that you can have for FM24. All the skins that you will see in today's video will have links to download down below in the description, as well as links to the creators' Twitters for you guys to check them out, or if they have a YouTube channel as well. So definitely make sure to show these creators some love. But now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. The first skin we're going to be showcasing today is the Kojiro skin. So, funny thing about this skin is I used to only use the base skins for Football Manager when I used to play, until I found the Kojiro skin. I think it was FM21, and I rocked with it the entire year. Absolutely fantastic creator, and he always brings a very sleek looking skin every year for FM. As we can see here, this is on the club info page. Very sleek, very simple, nothing too crazy. If you're looking for something that is very simple but adds a nice aesthetic element to your FM saves, a Kojiro skin is definitely the one to go with. One thing that I really like about it is on the tactics screen, you get your player image along with the kit, with their name, the position obviously, but it also has the nationality that they are as well. I just think that that's a cool little thing that is added into it. And when you go into a player profile, the entire player profile screen is completely customizable, as I'm pretty sure all of them will be in today's video as well. So being that we see that there is 2 biographies, we can definitely change one to whatever we might want it to be, such as player DNA. So if you're looking for a nice change and nothing too crazy, something nice and simple and sleek, definitely check out the Kojiro skin. Once again, the link will be down in the description for you to be able to download. Next up, we have the T24 Skin. So here we are on the club info page, and as we can tell already compared to the Kojiro skin, this one is a lot more detailed, and I absolutely love it for that reason, because I am one that has really grown into liking kind of a lot of detail and a lot of analytics and things, especially when it comes to Football Manager. One cool thing about the club info screen is that you have the overview. This is kind of what it looks like here, but then you can change that to your last starting 11 or even your best 11 once you have played further on in saves. Your best 11 will pop up here. You can see your facilities, history, managers, facts about the club, league table, anything you might want to see, including the supporters. When looking at the tactics screen, this is very different from the Kojiro skin. I believe this is the most different one on here today, because all the player positions are color coded. It is very cool. I absolutely love that aspect of this skin, but also you'll notice the pitch that the players are on. It actually does kind of look like grass, but you can also see the weak foot and strong foot of every single player, and that is color coded as well. And when we look at a player profile, it is super detailed and very analytical, because one thing that I absolutely love now with a lot of skins that are, in my opinion, the better skins, they have been including the pizza charts, and they allow for anyone that is playing a Moneyball save or a statistically driven type save to be able to get more info on their players and not just worry about attributes all the time, but also look at the numbers that they're putting up in a, I guess, aesthetically pleasing graph. And what is awesome about this skin is that just like on the club info page, there are multiple tabs that you can kind of cycle through. One of them is training. So if you want to praise it or criticize a player, you can do that, or even change training for them from here. There's a transfer status tab as well, so you can try and make a transfer with the player from the player page. And there's also even an individual player analytics screen that otherwise you'd have to go to the data hub to look for. It has it right here on the player profile. And one last thing about this skin is that it allows for you to bookmark certain pages. Now, what do I mean about that? If there is a page that you are wanting to constantly go in and check, such as when you're doing a building a nation save, you need to check those coefficients and whatnot, you can set those up right down here under bookmarks. So it will take you right to that page just by clicking it. And if we want to go to another one, it does the exact same thing there. It just switches it instantaneously. So if you're looking for a skin that has a whole bunch to it and is really making your life easier within FM, try out the T24 Skin. Link will be down in the description to download. Next up, we have the T24 Skin. Now the Tato one is definitely one of my favorites this year because it basically combines our previous two skins into one. And here at the club info screen, you can definitely tell that it combines the two because you can see that it is pretty detailed, but also very simplistic. You've got your facilities up here in the right corner, your finances in the bottom right, which you can also check on pending transfers, as well as the ins and outs. And in the middle, you've got your profile, which showcases your kits or your key players. You can also look at all players, club atmosphere, board culture, supporters, and supporter culture. As well as at the bottom, they have the honors, club background, rivalries, and history summary. When we are on the tactic page, it is much more like the Kojiro skin. Nice and simplistic, but it looks much better than the normal FM skin. However, when we go to look at a player profile, this is where it gets more analytical and more in-depth. You see all of the attributes which we usually see no matter what in a very simplistic manner. However, just like with the SAS skin, you can go more in depth. You have report, contract, fitness and injuries, analysis, once again, not making you go to the data hub to look for everything regarding a player. You also have stats, which looks absolutely fantastic, by the way, transfers and form as well. However, this skin does not have that bookmark ability like our last skin, the SAS one, did, so you will have to actually go to look for whatever you may need to be looking for. So if you're looking for a skin that is in-depth and analytical but also looks super nice and is very simple, definitely give the Tato skin a go. It will be linked down below in the description if you wish to download it. Coming up next is the Musterman Iconic Dark Skin. Now this one that I'm about to showcase is one of my favorites and probably one of the most unique skins within the Football Manager community. It is just absolutely fantastic and you're about to see why. The first thing we're going to start out with is the club info screen. And as we can tell, this is not like any other club info screen that we have seen so far. The way that it is presented is so darn cool. It is like a club website, as we can see here. With the kits being showcased, it makes it look like an actual official club store. And you have your history here, the manager, key players, all that. It's got a rotating schedule as well. And you get to see your club stadium if you do have the club stadium pack installed. Now, another thing that's really cool and completely different from the others, which I haven't really shown with the others because they are pretty generic, it's the club vision screen, and the club vision screen on this also looks absolutely insane. So the club vision screen has actual pop-ups, which is absolutely insane. You've also got the supporters expectations down here, along with who your managing director and director are, with whatever your board culture may be, and you get match performance, tactics, and squad feedback. Now usually tactic pages are on the left side. This time, it's on the right side. And what you might notice as well, the players don't have star ratings. It is all circles. Why is that? Players don't actually show their attributes. It is a, I guess, color coordination thing to where if it's super bright, that means they're fantastic. So if it is gold, that means great rating. Then if it is a lighter blue, that means, yeah, they're pretty okay at it. Then once it starts getting darker, that means they are worse and worse. Essentially, this is the ultimate Moneyball experience skin. Another thing that's awesome about it, there are player archetypes, which is such a cool addition, and they all have descriptions on exactly what they are. So there's overlappers, there's a fox in the box, there is a target striker. It is very, very cool. And here you see your analysis with your players. And this has different options. This is the pasty one. There's also the pizza one, which is my personal favorite because just like in the SAS skin, you can cycle through how they compare to different positions, and that is an awesome little addition right there. We've also just got straight up stats as well as a form bar. And if you don't like those pizza charts or the graphs or any of that, you have this as well, which is a bar chart. Now, in normal skins, the news tab will just have kind of everyday type news, scores and all that, player info and whatnot on what's happening within other leagues or within your league as well. However, in the Musterman one, it's completely different. It is known as the Musterman Broadcasting Network. Yes, it does have those news articles, but it also shouts out creators within the FM community, like Coach Rowan here. You click on these, it'll take you to their videos. There's also magazines that it shouts out as well, or just blog posts also. It even has a link to How Football Manager Ruined My Life by Tony Jameson, and even highlights articles that View from the Touchline does as well. So as we can see with the Musterman skin, it's not just promoting a fun and different experience for an FM save by doing it the Moneyball way, but it's also promoting FM creators at the same time. And one last thing, if you don't like the colors that you currently see on screen, which is like a navy blue with some golds and whatnot, there are multiple different color patterns that Musterman has included within the skin. There is a way to do it, and you will definitely have to make sure to check out the link down below if you wish to download it, because that is where it will tell you how to change those colors, as there are multiple of them that you can choose from, especially if you want to try and sync it up with those colors of your club you're managing. So if you're looking to have a totally different spin on your save, or if you're having a Moneyball save as well, this is 100% the skin that you should give a try. So we're now on to the last skin today, and it is the WTCS 24 skin. Now this skin I have probably used the most this year throughout the different variations that there have been, and the recent update makes this one absolutely incredible and probably one of the top 3 skins to utilize in FM. When we're looking at the club info screen, you can tell that it kind of takes a bunch of these skins, meshes it into one. It's super nice and simplistic, very aesthetically pleasing, but also has a lot of information on it wherever you may be looking, and has different tabs because we've got the overview look right here. Then you have fixtures and results, which changes everything down here. Finances as well. You can even check to see if you are not playing a Man City and you're actually abiding by FFP. Then you have the history part right here, personnel as well, so you can take a look at all of your players. And then we have the stadium, of course, as well as your transfer history. One thing that I like about this skin is that it has a lot of different looks for a lot of the different tabs, such as the competitions tab. I really like this outlook because it just looks super nice and simple, very clean, and you can see kind of the leaders in every single statistical category that really shows how well players are doing. When it comes to the tactic screen, your tactic board on the left side is going to be a little bit smaller than it usually is, and there's a lot more info over here on the right side. One of the reasons why that is because if I am to click here on Mr. Ant-Man, it pulls up not only him, but the role and what I've added to it, as well as the important attributes for said role. And within the player profiles, very simple, but also very in-depth and analytical as well, because we can see all these tabs up here. When you go into analysis, it's got the chart. It's got the form for the last 20 matches. It has a pasty chart as well as a bar chart as well. There's a discuss tab even if you need to chat to the player, a tab for their recent form as well as happiness, and the reports on the player, one that highlights the player history and how they've done at other clubs, the transfer information, or even training, so you can see how they are improving, and you can also praise and criticize them from here. And this is another skin that kind of changes how the news tab looks, as with this skin, it changes the news to kind of being its own version of the athletic, which actually does look pretty darn cool, but also it has the work the space guides on how to install logos, face packs, trophy packs, all that good stuff which my previous video, I highlighted the best mods for all those to utilize, and I'll link that video below as well in the description if you guys wish to check that out. And another cool thing for those of you that like the statistical side of it and are doing a money ball save, on the player page, as we are looking at Mr. Nicolescu, you have a statistics tab on the player profile page. So we click on statistics, you have the overview of the stats, you can even break it down to attacking, creative, and defending stats as well. But one thing that is pretty cool is that Work the Space utilizes a lot of his own custom views. And with this skin, they are all included with it. So if you go to your squad and change whatever it is up here, you see the Work the Space views, and you can change it to any one you might be wanting to use. So the squad view pops right up and you can utilize that. So for those of you that don't know exactly what to put in your own custom views, Work the Space has it covered for you. But one last thing that is awesome about this skin is something that we have only seen on one of the skins today, and that is the bookmarks on the SAS24 skin. This skin also has it, and it is this little flag up here. You click on this and it has your bookmarks where you can go from one screen to the next, which makes this skin not only great for any normal save and money ball save, but also for those building a nation saves, which in a lot of ways kind of makes this skin one of those ultimate type skins because it can do everything you need it to. But there we have it for today's video, everyone. I hope you guys did enjoy. I absolutely love doing videos like this, highlighting the work that the FM community does, because we all put a lot of time and effort into a lot of things that we do, whether it be our saves or videos, or even making skins, kit packs, all that good stuff as well. So if you wish to download any of these skins that you have seen in today's video, I will be having download links down below in the description for you guys to check out. It brings you to a page where you can download them from. It shows you how to install them as well if you need that little how-to. But if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. On this side of the screen will be popping up that video for the best mods within FM24, and on this side of the screen will be popping up my most recent tactic video. So until next time, everyone, have a good one. Bye-bye.